Wherever you may be in the world, welcome back. And if you're here for the first time, welcome to the demise of all the beliefs you have that are not serving you. Today I have something very, very important for you. So important, in fact, that it's going to open your mind to the possibilities of achievement, success, and reality creation that you didn't even know was possible. This topic is the trinity of mind. As some of you already know, we have a subconscious mind and a conscious mind. Both are very important to understand, and most people have a basic understanding of these two features and how they actually work. However, there is a lot more to understand about the relationship between these two aspects of mind that goes a lot deeper than the surface. At least, a lot deeper than your average psychology class is going to go into. On top of an understanding of these two elements, I'm going to give you an understanding of a third element known as the superconscious mind. Muy bien. Let's dive in, shall we? First off, we're going to start with the conscious mind. What is the conscious mind? The conscious mind is the seat of our souls. It is the area in our mind in which we are directly able to perceive every single aspect of data. This aspect of mind serves as the watchman at the gate, the gatekeeper, right? What is it protecting, you may be asking? It is protecting the lower level of mind known as the subconscious. This is where the magic truly happens. This is where we record our habits. This is where we record our patterns of belief. It's where we record our ideas, and it's how our brain automates our processing. See, in a business, there comes a point in time where the business has grown to such a point where things need to be automated. We can't keep doing everything by hand anymore. We need to start having some things operate automatically. This is when the business would start to bring in AI to get that done. Our subconscious mind serves the same function. All of us are breathing right now, aren't we? Our hearts are beating. Our body temperature is regulated. Blood is flowing to every single aspect of our bodies and our minds. This is the power of the subconscious mind. Now, the subconscious mind is capable of a lot more than you might have heard on TV or in class, right? The subconscious mind is actually capable of creating reality. What do I mean by that? You see, people speak about manifestation as if human beings use supernatural abilities to bring the future into existence exactly as they desired it. But in actuality, what we're doing is using our brains, our emotions, and our subconscious mind and tuning to specific frequencies, just like radios, to attract certain stations to us or certain events or manifestations. This is the real power of your subconscious mind. But regardless of how powerful our subconscious mind is, it is incapable of thinking or reasoning for itself. That is the job of the conscious mind. So this super powered device that can automate all of our bodily functions, tune ourselves at specific frequencies to attract certain events or to our experience, can't actually think or reason for itself. Because if your subconscious mind could reason for itself, you wouldn't need a conscious mind. So, just a disclaimer, be conscious and cautious of the limitations you put on yourself. It is that time of the video, and I'm going to introduce the third aspect of mind known as the superconscious mind. The superconscious mind is an aspect of mind that is a very esoteric concept. Many people aren't gonna know what this is, and I'm sure you knew little to nothing about this before you clicked on this video. And if you did, kudos to you. The superconscious mind can also be known as God's mind, the mind of God. It's also known as the quantum realm for those who are very, very prone to leaning on a scientific explanation of reality. It is also known as the universal consciousness, the universal one for those who are leaning towards Eastern traditions or New Age spirituality, if that's what you want to call it. It is also known as the Akashic records for those who know of the infinite intelligence by that name. But at the same time, it is all of those things at once, and it is one universal will that willed all of creation into existence. The funny thing about this mind is that we all have access to it. When you pray and the answers come to you, God gave you the answers. When you tap into the quantum field, to quantum entangle answers into your experience, the answers come to you. That's what Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein were doing. These geniuses that we revere and we worship and we respect, what they were doing is closing their eyes and meditating and calming themselves. You'll hear, oh, they took power naps. What these people were actually doing was slowing down their process of thinking to such a level that their brainwaves were no longer at a high, mid, or low range beta, but they were actually at a theta level, to which ideas, dreams, visions, and inspirations can occur in the mind. And while they were in this state, their consciousness connected to something deeper. And that is where they created the ideas, or they were given the ideas by God's mind, aka the universal consciousness. If you know the story, you'll know that Albert Einstein held a small metal ball in his hand, right? And he would slowly fall asleep up until the point where, and while he's in that state, his mind is going deeper and deeper into the quantum field to find the answers to whatever questions he had. And he succeeded, right? He gave us the theories he gave us. He made the strides in science that he did. When he fully fell asleep, his hand would open, the ball would fall on the floor, and from that action, he would wake up, fresh with the vision he just received, or with the idea he just received. For those of you who don't have creativity, who believe you don't have creativity, who believe you aren't able to have new ideas, this is for you. I'm going to give you a meditation that will help you tap into this power. It's going to help you view yourself as a computer and truly download the data you need to get to wherever you feel you need to be. What you need to do is go into a meditative state with an intention. What is your intention? What do you desire? If you want to practice this out, ask for something simple like, who am I going to be when I grow up? Then you're going to enter a meditative position, whether you're laying down on your back, whether you're sitting down in a chair, whether you're in a lotus position, truly meditative like the yogis. Second, you're going to focus on your breath. Concentrate your awareness on your breath, just like any other meditation. 3, you're going to slow down your breathing and your mental activity to the point where you are no longer thinking. Your mind is fully clear. And the final step, you are going to allow the ideas to flow into your brain fluidly, just like a river flowing off of a cliff. For this to work, you're going to need to have 3 key emotional alignments. You are going to need to be in a positive state, a confident state, a state in which you are allowing this to come into your experience. Because if you are negative about the process, it will not work. If you don't believe you're gonna make the shot, how can you expect it to go in? Secondly, you need to be in the vibration of abundance and allowing. This means you need to be able to accept that it won't come and I'll be just fine. I'll be just as happy as if it did came. This is basic manifestation principle. You need to be abundant upon something. You can't be greedy for something and expect it to come to you. If you're in a relationship and you're super duper clingy to the other person and they feel like they can't breathe, they're going to move away from you. And third is going to be the vibration of unconditional love. Be in love for the idea that's coming, be in love for the process of meditation, and be in love with expectation for everything you desire coming to you fluidly. To be quite honest, this process sounds super complicated, but it's actually so much easier than actually manifesting things to you in your day-to-day experience. Bon appetit.